Clappers! Welcome to the Burbank Comedy Festival, everybody. All right, my name is Shaun Fisher. I'm going to be your host for the evening. When I'm not up here doing stand-up comedy, sometimes you might see me around town beatboxing and freestyle rapping. Yeah, no, that what was exactly what everybody else thought on the inside, but I appreciate you for saying it out loud and breaking the ice. For sure, I didn't walk up here and pretty much I assume none of you were like, oh, that dude knows the streets. Like, that's fair. I know what I look like. It's all right. But yeah, like, I actually find doing stand-up a little bit harder than being like a rapper or a beatboxer. Because if I'm in like a hip-hop environment, which is how all rappers, that's how you know, the hip-hop environment, no, it's easier for me to like throw to some things that I don't have the luxury of doing when I'm up here doing stand-up. Like, for example, I can't just be like, hey, yo, DJ, why don't you play a pre-recorded version of my set while I just mouth the words and dance around the stage for a little bit. Airplane food. Men and women, different. Like, right? I can't just like have 35 of my friends up here just like hype manning me, just being like, yeah, that's hysterical! Ha 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 ha! Like, I can't like just do a call and response thing with you guys. I can't be like, I'ma do the setup, y'all do the punchline. Setup. All right, okay, cool. I guess I can. That's good to know. Good to know. I appreciate you. You got my back. But yeah, like rap apparently is the most popular music in America. That makes sense. We treat Jay-Z and Beyonce like they're royalty, like literal royalty. You know, they were able to turn Infidelity into 2 platinum albums. That's how much we're just willing to let them get away with. I loved actually being able to hear Jay-Z's response, because after listening to his album, I just was so comforted knowing that like he just has no authority at his house anymore. Like, he messed up and is going to be paying forever. There could just be like a pile of trash just going over the rim, and he just has to come home and be like, hey, Beyonce, that's how Jay-Z talks, by the way. That's a perfect Jay-Z impression. Just, hey, Beyonce, what are we gonna do with this? And then she just floats down from whatever room in her mansion she was just doing runs in. And she goes like, lemonade. That's a perfect impression of Beyonce if she was a dragon. I didn't finish. But yeah, I love rap. I love when I listen to a rap song and like I can just tell within the first few lines who the rapper is, just because they have that like distinct voice, right? And that's why I think I can't really tell whether I like Drake or not yet, because depending on who he thinks is listening to one of his songs, he like changes how he sounds. Like if it's supposed to be like, oh, I'm Thug Drake, I'm really savage, it'll just be like $100,000 on a stripper and it's Tuesday, like. Right, but if he thinks that, if he's like trying to appeal to like the women in his audience, it's always just like dunk 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 dunk. Listen, please stop talking. Okay, we'll finish. Listen. All right, you were talking. I'm sorry for interrupting. I'm just real insecure. Dunk 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 dunk. I don't like him, man. I can't say I don't like him. It's just. So Drake has never been to prison. Drake will never go to prison. But he raps about knowing people who are in prison, which is like a really, really like weak sauce thing to do. Like he has one line where he's just like, that lawyer and that commissary ain't gonna pay itself, which is essentially just bragging about buying snacks for your friends. It's just like, hey fam, those hot Cheetos, those are on me. Don't say I didn't do anything for you, right? I think the reason that I like voices so much, or why they're so important to me, is because new rap is all just like mumbling, and it sounds like the exact same person over the exact same beat. It's always just like, right? It sounds like everybody's just like falling asleep in the studio, and someone's just like spritzing them with water. It's like, come here, bitches and money. Roger. Like, it's so easy to make a rap song now. All you need is like one catchy hook and just a dope beat. And I can prove it to you, because right now we are all gonna make a dope rap song together. You guys ready? All right, cool. Give me like one suggestion. First thing that comes to mind, first word. Pigeons and fish sticks. Awesome, awesome. So this half of the audience, when I point to you, y'all are gonna go pigeons and fish sticks. Just real aggressive like that, huh? Nice. And this half of the audience, when I point to you, y'all are going to go, just like, I'm sorry. I know you're very close to me. I'm trying to give you enough space. There's food. All right, y'all ready? Cool. Thank you guys so much. I'm Shaun Fisher. Thank you for indulging in my silliness. Like I said, I'm going to be your host for this evening. Where did I put that mic stand? Oh, so casual. All right, like I said, we have a bunch of awesome comedians for you tonight. This is the headliner's show, after all. So, all y'all have to do is just sit here, be supportive, cheer when you're supposed to cheer, and just make the comedians feel confident enough to try their stuff. Are we all here to have a good time? Oh, you guys are amazing. Well, then, let's start this stuff, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, your first comedian for the evening, coming to us from Portland, Mr. Keith Ross Nelson.
Good evening. How you guys doing? Nice to be here. Tell you a little bit about myself. I'm at the beginning of old. I've been doing it about a week now. I realize I'm old because I don't care anymore. I'm at the point in my life I can look across the room. It can be like Scarlett Johansson, Margot Robbie, and I'm just like, it's too far to walk. You know what I mean? I'm in good shape for my age. I'm a black belt in Kung Fu. I don't want to fight anybody. I'm an old black belt. Best case scenario, somebody cuts in line in the early bird special. Maybe I kick their ass. That's all I'm saying. But I'm in very good shape. Who's in their 20s? Anybody in their 20s? Guys? No? No? Yeah, good. Any guys in their 20s? Yeah? What's your name, sir? Jake, how old are you? 28. All right, this is the difference between me and Jake. And remember, very good shape. But I'm not Jake because he's 28, right? Jake loses his arm in a combine accident tomorrow on the farm. Jake wakes up tomorrow, bam, he's got a new arm. Why? Because he's Jake, he's 28, he has a job, and he makes love 8 times a day. Let me tell you something, folks. I got a bump right here on the inside of my knee where I ran in the corner of a bed in 2006. Shit still hurts. And here's the other thing about Jake, 28. Jake's got good stories. When young people get hurt, they have good stories. You want to hear the stories. They're engaging stories. Jake, how'd you break your leg? I was up at Mammoth in December going down a hill like that, 70 miles an hour, with this blonde on my head. Took a tumble, snapped my leg in half, got the cast on yesterday, I get it off tomorrow. Why? Because I'm Jake, I'm 28, I have a job, and I make love 8 times a day. That's a great story, right? You see Jake a couple months later, he's in a body cast. Dude, what happened? Was in the Dodge Viper, took it around the corner too fast, smashed in the wall. Got the body cast on yesterday, I get it off tomorrow. Why? Because I'm Jake, I'm 28, I have a job, and I make love 8 times a day. That's a great story, right? You ever hear old people's stories? They're terrible, nobody wants to hear them. How'd you break your hip? Well, I was opening the peanut butter jar and shit happens. How'd you break your wrist? Windy day. I'm not even scared of getting old. I'm scared of becoming my parents. My dad just turned 95. 95 years old. Yeah, give me a hand, man. My dad fought in World War II. That's how old my dad is. 95, fought in World War II. Yeah, sure. There you go. Still has most of his German accent, amazingly enough. Too soon? Okay. I'm excited for my dad. 95, he's getting married. Getting married for the second time. 95 years old. Can you imagine taking the plunge at 95? Very hard. Because, you know, 80% of marriages over 90 don't last more than 3 years. You people that didn't get that, go back to math, okay? It's hard, man, when you're getting old, man. You know who has it made that are getting old? Women now. Doesn't matter how old they are. Cougar women, 40 and 50-year-old women preying on young men, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? Nobody? You guys know what cougar women are? They're these 40 and 50-year-old women that prey on young men. I don't even know what a cougar woman is. I don't even know what the connection is between a hot 40 and 50-year-old woman and a feline creature that runs around in the jungle. I mean, did a cougar get a particularly good divorce from a leopard? Other cougars sitting around drinking hot lattes, talking crap about their ex-husbands. I miss this on the Discovery Channel, you know, Animal Planet. Now they got a show, Cougar Town. You guys heard of the show, Cougar Town? It used to be on TNT, right? I'd like a show. I'm in show business, right? Am I getting any show at my age? I'm not getting any show at my age. You know why? Because nobody wants to see Pedophile City right after Cougar Town. Nobody wants to see Bad Touch right after Cougar Town. Nobody wants to see creepy old guy lurking about in the mall right after Cougar Town. Am I a pedophile? No, but I'm white. If I'm walking alone in the neighborhood, I'm a suspect, right? But women can do whatever they want. They can be cougars, they can be MILFs, right? I'd like to be a filth, but it doesn't even sound right, does it? It sounds filthy, it sounds nasty, it sounds disgusting. Just be nice. That's the thing I know now that just be nice. People are so angry now. The right's mad, the left's mad. Be nice. Women, be nice to, why? You know why you gotta be nice to guys? Because we're schizophrenic, right? We have to deal with ourselves and ourselves. It's very hard. When you're 28, it's like having a 13-year-old with ADD down there. He's all over the place. He just wants out. He has no attention span. Then you get to my age, it's like that annoying relative that's always showing up at the wrong time. Yet when you really need him, nowhere to be found. And yet it's still better than being a woman. Guys, you got to be nice to women. You know why? Their life is a nightmare from beginning to end, right? You start off your life, you're in the Pampers, right, for about 2.5 years, and then you get out of the Pampers, right? And then nobody even tells that little girl, hey, enjoy the next 10 years because it's the best it's ever going to be. Because what happens at 13? We all know what happens at 13, right? The curse comes in, right? The monthly cycle. Oh, they call it a monthly cycle, but is it really? Nobody knows. 23, 28 days, 27. I missed it. It's early. Did it come? I'm not sure. Every month it's a question. Every month there's a pad question. Give me the pads. What kind? Just give me some pads, right? This goes on for years. Pads. Finally, there's a break from the pads. What's the break? Menopause. And then if you get hot and you get sweaty and got a hot flash, you got to take the pad and pad yourself off. And you finish off your life in an adult diaper. What kind of life is that? Your whole life is taking cotton, trying to plug up a leak. I don't know how you do it. You guys have been very nice. Thank you very much. Give him a hand.
Keith Ross Nelson, everybody. Yeah, microphone 2. Let's poppin' on this one. It's poppin'. It's not poppin'. Poppin'. Awesome. This is popping. Metaphor, transition, and segue. That's why they bring me up here, folks. All right, y'all. We ready for our next comedian? Cool. Hailing all the way from San Diego, ladies and gentlemen, please, I am proud to introduce Mr. Chip Nicholson.
What's up, guys? As you heard correct, my name is Chip Nicholson. Exactly. It's a weird name for me to have, because no one expects me to show up. Like, I get a lot of interviews with this name, you know? Not the jobs, though. I don't get the jobs. You know, like, I could get my foot in the door, but then they see that skin color, they're like, that better be a suck, you know? And it's a little weird. I've surprised a lot of fathers. I've been on a lot of golfing trips. Chip Nicholson, you play golf? Yes, I do. And then I show up, and he's like, caddy? I'm like, it's Chip, but it's close. I went hiking the other day. Yeah, I got a cramp. Shit sucked. This cramp hit me so hard. I thought someone kicked me in my spine like the movie 300 and shit, you know? I fell to the ground. Luckily, this lady saw what happened, came right over. Oh, my God, boo-boo. You look like you's in so much pain. Is you cramping? And I looked up relieved. Yes, I is cramping. And I feel like I'm about to die. She looked at me right in my eyes, y'all. And that's how women feel once a month. Walked off. It was fucked up. I'm not a thug, but thugs intrigue me. All my cousins are thugs. And I like to wear the color pink from time to time. So I was out shopping with my cousins for a pink hoodie. My cousin looks at me and was like, hey, dog, why you buying a pink hoodie? That's kind of suspect. You know how thugs talk without consonants? And I look at him, I was like, cuz, Cops don't shoot black kids in pink hoodies. It's a clerical nightmare. What, he's black and gay? That's too much paperwork. I was taking a family picture with all my cousins. I was in like a regular family picture pose, you know, just My cousin looks at me, he's like, yo, fix your stance, nigga. Fix your stance. And I was like, what? He was like, real thugs stand like this. They get their shoulders into it, because real thugs standing up. I was like, a plie? For real? Nigga, what? Well, I'm a ballerina, nigga. Shit, I'm a niggerina. Like. I don't believe in black ghosts. Anybody else? Because I've never heard of a haunting or seen a story about real black ghosts. Did some thinking. You know why you don't see black ghosts? Because black ghosts ain't got shit to haunt. Think about it. Every decade they come back. It's better than when they left. They're like, boo. Kendrick Lamar, my work here is done. They fade away. I said that one time at a show. You know why you don't see black ghosts? And this lady stood up, because they're too dark. You can't see them. And I was like, nah, that's not where I was going with it. Which is a weird thing to scream out, right? Because A, she believes in ghosts, B, black ghosts. C, that there's a bunch of out-of-work black ghosts just coming home to frustrated wives. Oh, you couldn't find another job? Bitch, they can't see me, you know? And it's ridiculous. You know what I noticed something about my people, black people. I noticed this. We do one thing with two different things. When we hear a good joke or we see a good magic trick, we run. You guys don't know what I'm talking about? Watch David Blaine in Compton. His palms open up, doves fly out, and black people are like, oh shit, and they get the fuck out of there. Now, there's a math to that. You can tell how good a magic trick and or joke was by how far and fast that black dude gets back. And maybe I'm being a little optimistic, but I don't think my dad was a deadbeat dad. I think he heard a really good joke one time. I can't wait to hear it. It'd be funny if I was just like the August Rush of comedy. I'm just telling jokes to wait for my dad to laugh his happy ass home and shit. But I'm not a savant, so it's taking a while. All right. Thank you, I'm Chip Nicholson.
Chip Nicholson, everybody. Ooh, I'm gonna take that like real tough dude stand like this stuff now. Like, what's up, Jake? Where you at? From earlier. All right, y'all. Thanks. They were like, oh yeah, Jake, now we'll laugh. We remember. All right, y'all. Another native from San Diego. Please give him a round of applause as he comes up as well. Mr. Steven Garza.
All right, flappers. There you go. You look punk. Dude, excellent shirt choice, buddy. Or lack thereof, but good. It's too hot for sleeves, you know what I mean? You don't have a tank top body, but you're doing it anyway. That's good. This guy doesn't care. I'm kidding. It's a lot better than I'd look in that thing. Shoot. I've been substitute teaching during the day for extra money. I don't think there's a more thankless job than being a substitute teacher, if you really think about it. Like, that's the only job where you're guaranteed to get every kid at their absolute worst. You know what I mean? No kid sees a substitute and thinks, I'm gonna be well-behaved today. Yeah, what better time to be on my best behavior than when there are no consequences for my actions? Today I proved myself. That's not how it was. You guys remember having substitutes? You guys remember those magical days? Those subs would walk through the door. We made eye contact and we knew right away, like, yo, I'm gonna try and make this guy cry. How far? There's always one kid that took it too far. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna try and fight him. Like, what? No, what? No. It's like, Isaac, go back to your seat. You know, we were so mean. We thought we'd get a half day if they would quit. We never got that. That never happened. One time we made a lady quit in 5th grade. We thought we won the Super Bowl. She just left. She's like, I can't take it. And she left. She left halfway through the day, and we're like, well, should we get pizza? That's the way your child brain works. What we did is everybody changed names and then switched their seats around so she didn't know who was who. Like I told her my name was Jamal. She was like, "There's no way your name is Jamal." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you can call my parents if you want, but they're both astronauts, so they're in space right now. Good luck." You got to be careful when you work with kids because kids will say things, but it'll have completely different meaning compared to an adult saying the same exact thing. So if you're not on your feet, it can throw you off. Like I had a little 5-year-old come up to me, and he came up with real aggressive eye contact, and he goes, "Hey, Mr. Steven." I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" He goes, "Hey, do you want to go on a wild ride?" I said yes. I went on this wild ride. I said, absolutely. But then I had to pull him aside and make sure we were on the same page. And like, but just so we're on the same page, we're gonna do mushrooms together, right? You said wild ride. That's the first thing. It turns out I had to call his parents. It turned into a big ordeal. I had to call his parents, get them involved. They're like, "Look, I don't know how to tell you, but your kid's offering me drugs at school. He's not following through, so he's being a real tease. I don't know if you want to talk to Connor about that." You know what he wanted to do? You know what his wild ride was? He wanted to go down the slide together. Yeah, I misjudged that one. All right, I'll pay attention next time. I always love when kids try and regurgitate things that clearly weren't their own opinion. That's the best. When you could tell it's like, oh, that's your parents speaking. That's not you. Because no kid has a political agenda, right? No kid is racially biased. So you hear those things, those topics, you're like, oh, that's your dad. I get it. One kid got super upset, and he yelled at the kid across from him. He's like, "So? I don't care. At least I'm not a stupid Mexico." And then he sat back down like, "I think I said what I meant." You know what I mean? It's like, I had no idea what to do. Like, what do I do in that situation? I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to be racist. I understand that. But technically, he didn't quite pull it off. Where do I come in? You want the best for your students, right? Do I help guide them along on this little racist journey of his? How do I correct it? Like, "Hey, come here. It's Mexican, buddy. Great effort, though. You really meant what you said. You called them a country, though. All right, go right on the board 100 times." I think most kids like it when I sub for them because I'm honest, like right away. I always bring everybody in first thing in the morning. Everybody, bring it in. Bring it in nice and tight. Take a knee. Listen, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Let's just get through the day. Everybody pay attention to the monitor. We're just going to watch old stand-up clips of mine till the bell rings. All right, that's it for me. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Steven Garza, ladies and gentlemen. Are we having fun still? You guys are awesome. Let's keep it up. A quick reminder for you. If you're needing food or drink or anything, there's these little clip lights in front of you on your table. You click one of those on, that'll let the waiter or waitress know that you need help. Outside of that, in that same little caddy thing, I think is what it's called, there's a raffle that you can fill out and submit for and win prizes. Classes here, other stuff, toaster ovens, I don't know. They're going to give you something. I'm legally not allowed to say what it might be because I could be wrong. Anyway, so moving on with the show. Our next comedian, please give her a round of applause. It is Suba Agarwal.
Hey, what's up? Thank you for the specific response. I appreciate you. It's weird. I like doing stand-up. I get a lot of horrible advice all the time. You know what I hate the most? Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. It's like, look, I love stand-up comedy, but this is some bullshit. I once did a bar show where a dude in the back stood up, went, "Show us your boobs." Another dude stood up, went, "No, gross." I was so caught off guard. I was like, screw you. You haven't even seen him yet. I'm like, what am I doing? I feel like even when people try to be nice to me, they don't always get it right. Like I was standing in line, day of the Muslim ban. Random lady taps me on the shoulder. She's like, "I want you to know I don't support the ban. I love you people. I think Muslims are great." And I grabbed her hand. I was like, that's very sweet of you, but I'm not Muslim. Damn it, Becky. She's like, my name's not Becky. I'm like, well, we're even. It's weird. I do find some Indians support the band, which is crazy. Like, I was talking to the guy who runs the deli right by me. He's like, you know what? I don't like these Muslims either. Get them out of the country. I was like, you know they can't tell us apart, right? Like, we're going to be on the same boat back to India, and you wear a turban. You're double screwed. He hated me. He's like, I am not Muslim. I am Sikh. I'm like, yeah, good luck explaining that to a racist. Just get on the boat, you Muslim. I am Sikh. I don't care how sick you are. I don't know. I'm giggling. They're coming for Indians too, though. They are. This is crazy. Breitbart was complaining there are too many Indians in the tech industry. I know, exactly. I was like, come on. Technology is what we do. That's what we're good at. You know who tech support is. I get so angry when they talk about kicking Indians out of the country. I'm like, look, only reason they found America is because they were looking for Indians in the first place. That's right, Christopher Columbus joke. You're welcome. It's true, they wanted Indians, they wanted our spices, which is why I hate when people complain about Indian food. Like, oh my God, Raj warmed up his chicken vindaloo in the office microwave again and the entire place stinks. I'm like, that's why you're here. You would be back in England selling fish and chips, you ungrateful harlot. That's why. It's true, but people are scared of brown people nowadays. Oof. I don't know if you guys saw this news story. There was this lady. She was sitting next to this dark-skinned Italian dude that was doing math on a plane, right? He wasn't even the type of brown she thought he was. And she got him kicked off the plane because she thought he was a terrorist. And here's the thing. I'm not even angry that she was racially profiling. I am angry that she was so bad at math that she looked at an equation and thought it was terrorism. She's like, look, he's found a way to blow up the plane. It's like, oof, he's found their circumference. Like, think about that. Anyone who knows anything about engineering knows you can't do the math on the plane. What type of horrible terrorist is just sitting there like, I really should have figured this out before I got here. Oh, no! Just walking up and down the aisles like, I'm so sorry to bother. Do you have matches? I'm very unprepared. So crazy. This isn't anything I'm not used to, though. I grew up in a very small, very racist neighborhood, and for some reason, my parents just didn't explain racism to me. Like, she'd figure it out, you know? And I'll never forget this. Walking home, neighbor hangs his head out of a window. He's like, go back to where you came from. But I didn't know racism, so I was like, yeah, I'm walking home. Like, I didn't know he was racist. I just thought I had a hype man. He's like, learn English. Like, I'm going to work on that book report, Carl. I've got you. It's like, your people are lazy. I'm like, you're right. I'm going to seize the day. Let's do this. It's true. Things are so tense now, but that's why I think we need to legalize weed, right? Relax, everybody. It's insane. They always use the same excuse for not legalizing it. What do they say? We care about public health. I'm like, nonsense. If you cared about public health, it would not be legal to buy a McChicken for under $1. Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba. That's the sound of an irregular heartbeat. Did you know that? That's half the jingle. The full jingle is ba-dum-bum-bum-ba. But I gotta get out of here. You guys, you've been so much fun. Thank you.
Suba Agarwal, everybody. Oh man, I just want to McChicken now. All right, guys, let's bring up your next comedian. Hailing from Chicago, it is Mr. Tony Baker.
How we doing, huh? Let's go. How we doing, guys? Yeah, pool style. It's a lifestyle right there. Yeah. Y'all are like, what's pool style? You know, you ever had sex with no bottoms on? Just a shirt? It's pool style. It's when you do pool style. Like, oh, shit, I got tangled up. What am I tangled up on, man? Yeah. I ain't got a lot of time. Quick and fast. 2-pump comedy. 2 pumps, and I'm out. Don't judge me on the 2 pumps. That was my virginity loss, man. Look at y'all not gonna judge me today, man. I've been a vegetarian since late January, guys. Doing it. You don't have to clap for that. It ain't nothing, you know. I'm not the pompous vegetarian that looks down on meat eaters after they switch over. Hate that shit. You know, the animals, they were just tortured, you know. I only eat free-range chicken. They still got murdered to be put on your plate. Whether they was strolling around or whether they was caged, you still caught them by surprise. The free-range chickens is just like, man, it's a beautiful day out here. Still murdered for your whack-ass meals, okay? I started feeling bad for animals, man. I was like, man, dog, you know what I'm saying? Because I do voiceovers online, and, like, I'm giving these animals, like, names and backgrounds. So I started feeling bad. I was like, man, I can't do this no more. So I stopped, man. Like, I be looking at lobsters in the grocery store. They just be in there. It's a horrible way to go out. They just sitting there in the tank like, this is a nice tank. Yeah, man. Yeah. Then they pull you, you just throw them in there live. That's cruel, man. If I was a lobster, I would fake dead in the tank. Nobody would pick me, and I'm just floating in the tank, just bumping into the rest of them like, Tony, we know you ain't dead. They don't know that. Look out, man. Don't give me up, man. Then they throw me in the dumpster outside, and I get out the dumpster like, ha ha, I'll just be a lobster. I'll be a lobster in the alleyways hanging out with rats. I'll be the token lobster in a pack of rats. Like, I saw a pack of rats in the lobster last night. I was just like, yeah, look what we doing tonight, fellas. Nobody's ready to see a lobster in the alley, but trust me, gotta fake that death, man. I miss meat too, man. I miss it. I'll be looking at plates. I'll be like, ooh, yeah, all right, yeah, oh, man. Yeah, I'm looking at animals I've never been attracted to. I saw some squirrels the other night. I was like, whoo, these squirrels. Oh, they looking real juicy out here. I'm looking at people's pets wrong, like, oh, is this your dog? Oh, you got a little juicy little dog. You got a little succulent dog out here, huh? Give me my dog. I'm just saying. Throw this dog on the grill. I'm looking at toddlers running around. They look good. You ever see those fat toddlers with the little fat arms and they got the little lines in their arms? You throw that on the grill? Some toddler thighs? Come on, man. Get some honey barbecue on those toddler thighs, some Polynesian sauce. You put sauce on anything, it tastes better. Trust me, man. Trust me on this one, people. 'Cause I'm a foodie, man. Food is life. That's what's going to bring the country together. We hella divided right now, but food and sex can bring us together. Because if you have sex with somebody, you can't judge them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I do it, man. Like, you ever been with a black guy? Like, no. Well, you need to prove you're not racist. You have to. I was like, I don't have sex with guys. Hey, man, do you want to be down or what, man? Got to make sure. You know, we'll know who to trust, man. Racists can be anywhere. They could be in this room right now like, I hate your black ass, but hey, I'm clapping. That's what makes it tough, man. I wish you glowed green if you were really racist. Like, you'd be walking in the mall, look at your racist ass out of here. That way nobody can hide in plain sight. That's why it's always hard to call people out. Trump's in office, man. The only thing I like about Trump is that he's fat. He's a fat ass. I like that. He's a fat president. I can appreciate that because now I feel better about myself when I see him. Like Obama, man, he looked great for his age. He was all lean, in shape, playing basketball with a cigarette. He made you... That's why people hated Obama. I hate him. Why? Because he looks great. And his wife is all cocked and, you know, just cut up. And I'm like, damn, man. You see Trump, you like, you know what, I ain't doing so bad. Hand me those cheese sticks. Hand me those cheese sticks. And you can tell Trump is a fat ass because of how he holds his hand. He's always doing this. I have a great relationship. This is the dipping hand. This is the spinach artichoke hand right here. I'm Tony Baker, man. Enjoy the rest of the show, guys. Thank you.
Tony Baker, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! All right, let's keep this going. This man's from Florida, then he went to Texas. Now he's all the way here with us in California, love. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for John Wynn.
All right, thanks everybody. Have to let people know right off the bat that I'm Vietnamese. Any Vietnamese people here? Because some people tell me I look Hispanic or Latino, and you know you got to go on a diet when you've eaten yourself into a new ethnicity, guys. That is no bueno, okay? That's a bueno-no, actually, not good. So I'm either a fat Asian or a regular Guatemalan. Okay, thank you, society. I appreciate that. I know I'm fat, right? Because I got an Asian mom, you know? She's like stereotypical Asian. She's like mean. She's got an accent. She's really good at drift car racing for some reason. And went to visit her recently, and I thought she told me that I looked like a wonton. I was like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. She's like, no, I say you look like you weigh 1 ton. I was like, all right, that makes more sense. I got it. What's the right workout, though? Well, I don't know. So many out there, right? So many. P90, CrossFit, boot camp. I tried that SEAL training. That's where they throw food in my mouth and I clap. Come on, everybody. Is this? Somebody's got to write the bad jokes, too. So, I grew up in Waco, Texas. Have you guys heard of Waco, Texas? They had like a giant church barbecue there. Anyway, listen. I grew up there in the 80s when those movies like Platoon and Full Metal Jacket and Rambo were coming out. So the neighborhood kids would only invite me to play war. It sucked. It sucked, right? Because they always got to be the American soldiers. I always had to be the Vietnamese prostitute. It wasn't fun, guys. I'd be like, all right, I'll say me love you a long time. Gotta go. This is not cool. I'm married to a white lady. It's exciting. Taking it back, you know. She's really into reality TV shows. She really loves them. She loves that one about, you know, the guy, the Rose, the Bachelor, right? And she likes the one, House Hunters, and she's into that one about the crazy people who keep stuff they shouldn't. Not hoarders, Teen Mom is the one I'm talking about. And just wanted to see Friday night early show. Okay, got it. We have a daughter, which is exciting. She's 4, and it's our only kid. Anybody have kids here tonight? Some people, maybe? No? Okay, not enthused about it. Yeah, groaning over there. Got it. Yeah, it's tough, right? We only have one. It was kind of a tough decision because I'm the youngest of 3. My wife's the youngest of 4. And then had this conversation with my buddy the other day and kind of got, you know, kind of felt guilty because he was like, "Are you gonna have more kids?" I was like, "No, that's it." And then he was like, "Well, what if she gets lonely?" And I started thinking about that, and I was like, you know what? That is her fucking problem. Do you know what I mean, guys, right? I gotta make another person because she's antisocial. Fuck that, man. I'm not doing that. One of the kind of tough things about having a kid is you gotta kind of encourage and kind of keep nurturing that constant learning, you know what I mean? I gotta keep taking my kid to places like libraries and museums whenever she's into something. And recently, she was into like alligators and sharks. And she was telling me crocodiles eat turtles, and I was like, you know what? I should probably take her someplace. You know, she should see some like real predators and prey. So of course that meant a trip to our local Catholic church. And I know some people say that's wrong, but she's a girl. They won't do anything to her. So anyway, okay. Friday night early show. Okay, that's weird. My wife wouldn't take my last name when we got married, which I kind of understand because, you know, she's Italian. She's got a great Italian last name, and Asian people, we do have like a fucked up thing with names. I don't know about you, buddy, but I actually have 2 first names. I have an American name, John Wynn, but my Vietnamese name is spelled H-U-Y, and it's pronounced Huy. Huy Wynn is my real name. Yeah, it sucks, right? My brother has it worse. His name now, Ben, right? Real name, swear to God, H-U-U, Who Win. That's his real name, swear to God, right? And you gotta make a decision when you're a kid, like keep your name, you know, when you're an immigrant, you keep your name out of pride, you change it so you don't keep getting beat up in Waco, Texas, right? So I changed it. I'm telling you a specific thing that happened though. We were pretty young. we're on a family vacation in Hawaii, and this made us change our names. And we're in Hawaii, and my brother and I get separated from my mom for like 2 minutes at the Pearl Harbor Memorial. This little Asian woman, my mom, is walking around freaking out, yelling, "Who win? We win! Who win? We win!" What do you say in that moment, right? These people are staring at my family. I was just like, I don't know them. I'm Guatemalan. So have a great night, everybody. Thank you.
John Wynn, everybody. Oh. Oh, Wynn. Oh, man. All right, let's bring up our next comedian, hailing from Long Beach. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for James P. Connolly.
Woo, thank you. Tell you what, you guys are awesome, man. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, because comedy fans are good, but comedy festival fans, you're a little bit better. You're more supportive. That's why we love you out here. That's why I like sports fans, because they support, right? You got a team, that's your team. One life, one team, your team. That team could suck, and sports fans pay money to watch that suck for themselves. You laugh, man. I wish I had a fan base like that. Dedicated, man. Maybe you guys come out next time with your face painted, look like me. Someone said, "Who's your comedian?" You're going to say, "James P. Connolly." Someone says, "Is he funny?" You go, "Well, not this year, but next year." Good. Now, I'm a Dodger fan. You got a Dodger fan down here? Yeah. And when I drive to Dodger Stadium, I got to go through downtown LA, and there's always traffic, right? So the map always tries to reroute me through surface streets, but there's some pretty dicey neighborhoods in downtown LA. I think the map should give you a heads up. It's like, faster route available. I could save you 10 minutes, but I wouldn't do that if I were you. Then I get there, right? I want to buy a hot dog. Dodger dog is $6.50. $6.50. If you know what kind of markup that is, that's like buying a Ford Focus for $1.2 million. Then at Angel Stadium is $4.75. That's $1.75 difference. Do you know what you can buy for $1.75 in the real world? A hot dog. That's what you can buy. Then they got the Super Dodger dog. That's $7.50. I'm thinking $7.50. Got to be a better deal. Maybe a bigger hot dog. No, same size hot dog, but the Dodgers tell you that it's all beef. So for an extra $1, the Dodgers are willing to disclose the meat that you're eating. But for $6.50, that's none of your fucking business. It's fun being here with all the comics back there, too. You know, we chatted up, and maybe you guys don't know this, but we lead some pretty damn exciting lives. Particularly the day we do a show. Just listen to all the stories. It's like, this just happened to me on the way over here today. My girlfriend and I just broke up. I just got back from Las Vegas. Is it me? Or do most comedians' lives seem just a little too convenient for their acts? I mean, take me, for example. I just found out my wife is pregnant. I mean, I just found out, as in as I made that sentence up, I just found out. And we get in this huge fight right before the Burbank Comedy Festival because I wanted to pretend to smoke so that I could quit for this joke. And then she freaks out because the fake baby could be affected by secondhand joke smoke. I'm like, wait a minute, it's my joke. I can do whatever the hell I want to. So it turns out the joke's on her because the fake baby, not mine. See, some of you are laughing, but some of you are like, whoa, I don't like what you did to that fake baby. I guess it depends on when you think life begins for a fake baby. Is it when the idea is conceived? Or is it when the joke is fully developed? I mean, what if somebody forces me to write a fake baby joke against my will? Am I supposed to keep the joke? Or maybe I should do the right thing and I should finish that joke as if it were my own and then give it to a nice gay couple that's not funny. Thank you. So I've been married a little over 10 years now, right? And let me tell you something, my marriage communication very different than human communication. It's very subtle, very complicated. Like my wife said that she wanted to get a cat, and I said I do not want to get a cat. But we didn't fight about it. We decided that we would just agree to disagree as to why we now have a cat. I hate that damn cat. It watches me. It studies what I do. I open the side door. The next day it's on a chair with its paws trying to open the door. You think I'm going to sharpen a knife in front of that cat? It's a nocturnal predator. It won't let me sleep at night. It's a little game we play. Every night I pretend I don't desperately need 8 hours of sleep, and then the cat pretends that it just might live long enough to see the sunrise. I'll be blunt. At 3 a.m. when that cat is meowing and I can't sleep, I totally understand why the path to becoming a serial killer usually begins by killing the cat. Okay, I know that's dark. I apologize. But if you guys don't laugh, it gets very awkward in here. And then if it gets awkward, I get upset. And if I get upset, I'm probably going to go home and kill my cat. And that would be on you. But you just can't do it. You just can't kill the cat. You can't. You got to kill it like 9 times. It takes a lot of work. I can't tell the difference between the noise of my cat and an intruder. That's the problem. And one of these days, it's going to be an intruder. That guy's going to come down the hallway to kill me. And the only reason I'm going to have a smile on my face is if he got to me, he probably had to kill the cat. You know what the cat does now? He goes in the backyard, he stands on the cement, throws dirt on the cement, then he pees on the dirt. Then he throws dirt on that, then he poops on that. Then he throws a little dirt on that. He makes me a little 3-layer homemade kitty crab cake every day. And I did a little research online. Do you know why cats do that? Because they're assholes. That's why they do that. Well, you guys have been a lot of fun, man. Thanks for joining the festival.
James P. Connolly, everybody. All right. First off, let me just say, you guys have been awesome all night. Give it up for yourselves. Let's keep that going for the rest of the comedians on the bill here. I am proud to bring up our next comedian, Mr. Quasi Mensa.
Guys, let's give it up to your host, Shaun. Because he made a very good attempt at my name. No, it's fine. It's a hard name. My full name is Quasi Mensa. And a lot of people like to ask what that means in English. And I like to tell them that in English it translates into, my family is not from around here. My family's from Ghana in West Africa. Yeah. I actually used to play a game with the audience where I would ask them to guess where they think my family's from. But then audiences would get real quiet. They act like I'm laying some sort of like racism bear trap. Like someone's gonna say Senegal, I'm gonna be like, got you, bitch! No, I had this problem growing up too. I grew up in the Bronx, New York. Oh, we got some New Yorkers. That's nice. I'm glad you guys didn't just scream, fuck you to me. That's great. No, but I had this problem where I was born and raised in the Bronx, but I don't have like this nice, thick New York accent. Like I didn't sound like I want to sell you something underneath a bridge. So I have this problem where people see this big, tall, 6'6" black guy, get a little scared, get a little intimidated. But then I open my mouth, and they're like, oh, we don't have anything to worry about. This guy sounds like he watches all the documentaries. No, I was actually just back in New York, and I got to hang out with one of my best friends in the world, my best friend Ashley. She's this real interesting person. My best friend Ashley, she's a black bisexual female minister married to a white woman, which I'm pretty sure is KKK bingo. But she's also one of the most liberal people I know, like super liberal. Like, for example, we were at an NFL game, we were at a football game, and someone on the field in front of us gets hurt. And the guy behind us yells, "Stop being a pussy!" And my friend Ashley immediately goes back up to him and goes, "Cut that shit out, pussy's fucking amazing!" And the thing is, the guy goes to yell at us, but then we could see the wheels starting to turn in his head. So he's like, huh, yeah, pussy is fucking amazing. Oh, man. So there's been a lot of talk lately about whether or not white people should be allowed to use the N-word, about whether or not should we use it like you, sir. Do you think white people should be allowed to use the N-word? No? Okay, good. No, I love that. You were like, you just had the sigh of defeat. You're just like, not this week. This is not the week. No, I actually, most of the time I agree with you, but I think there's a small window where white people should be able to use the N-word, a small window. I think white people should be able to use the N-word in like a Quentin Tarantino movie. You know, like Django Unchained, where they say the N-word the entire movie, but it's okay because, Jamie Foxx is going to shoot their dick off at the end. Oh, man. So, I don't know. It's interesting with all of that, of course, I end up with a white girlfriend. Although, to be fair, I didn't know she was white at the time. I didn't explain. Like, I guess you guys are in California, so you guys all know what Armenians are, right? Right. We got a bunch of Armenians. Any Turkish people in the audience? Okay, good, because I'm going to tell you to get the fuck out. No, but when I first started dating my girlfriend, I didn't know that Armenians consider themselves white, which was like weird to me because I was like, wait, I've been to your home, like I've had your mom's food. You guys use herbs and spices, like you're not white. And funny because I think like Armenian whiteness is like Italian whiteness. Like you're white, but if like whiteness had a draft, you'd be 7th round picks. But I found out she was white in the greatest way possible. I remember she was about to meet my mom. She turns to me and she goes like, oh, what does your mom think about you dating white women? And I immediately turn back to her and go, oh, she's glad I'm out of that phase. Guys, if you ever want to see an amazing look on someone's face, take their whiteness away from them. It's glorious, guys. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm Quasi Mensa.
Quasi Mensa. Quasi, I'm so sorry, man. Y'all don't know how many times I went up to him. I'm like, please just tell me how to pronounce your name, because I'm going to mess it up. You could totally introduce me as Shaun, should the opportunity ever present itself. Let's keep it going, y'all. Our next comedian is from right here, Los Angeles. All right. Woo, woo, hometown. Here she is. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Chantal Ray.
Hello, you guys. Hi, I'm Chantel. Hello. I'm having such a great day today. Oh my God. It all started this morning. I woke up and I knew where I was. I found my bra. And I got a massage and I got paid. And now I'm at the Burbank Comedy Festival. Woo! And I love that I live locally because there's a lot of comedians that had to fly here to get here, and I didn't have to fly, and I am so scared to fly. Are you guys scared to fly? Yes? No? Oh, I'm so scared to fly. Ever since I caught crabs from that pilot. Scary. So you guys drinking? Yeah? Woo! I like to drink. Yeah? I guess you could say I'm a party girl. But it's not my fault that I like to drink and I'm a party girl. My friends tell me that I am no fun when I am sober. Turns out they're no fun when I'm sober either. So, okay, I do have a problem, though, when I drink. I always get this speech impediment. Like, I can't pronounce the word no. And then I have this doctor, and he's, like, so negative. He's like, Chantel, you need to stop drinking, stop smoking, stop partying. Like, I don't get why he's so negative, because all my tests come back positive. Crabs, THC, pregnancy. Everything's so PC right now, though, right? It's almost too much. You guys agree? Yeah? Yeah. Like, you can't say retarded. You have to say mentally challenged. You can't say midget. You have to say little person. Well, I don't want to be called a drunk. Call me fun. And I don't want to be called a slut. Call me a giver. I'm a fun giver. Okay, I do have a confession, though. I've been sleeping with a married man. I know. It's my husband. What? I got married. I'm honest now. Yeah, I love my husband. Everyone keeps asking me, like, how did I know he was the one? How did I know he was the one? Well, I knew he was the one because he loves me for who I am. And I am someone who does not want to work. And he loves to travel. And I love when he's gone. And he's a risk taker. Like, he jumps out of planes, he swims with sharks, and he has a $3 million life insurance policy. Love him. He keeps asking me how many guys I've been with. Like, I remember. I want to be a tease, but I always go through with it. All right, but it's a good thing that I'm not single anymore. And I don't know. Applaud if you're single. No, we're all couples. Oh, you're not single? It's hard being single. Like, I remember I went out on a date when I was single, and I came home, and I went to the kitchen to grab a bottle of wine, and then my date was, I went back to the living room. My date was in the bedroom with my roommate. Yeah, and they were kissing, and they were telling each other how much they loved each other. And all I could keep thinking was, do I still charge him? That's right, I don't make love, I make rent. Then one time I yelled out the wrong name. Oh, yeah, that was bad. But this is what I did. This guy is like, oh my God, I can't believe you yelled out the wrong name. And I said, look here, buddy, I didn't yell out the wrong name. I'm on the wrong night. Thank you guys so much. I'm Chantal Ray.